Hello, good morning everyone. So this would be a short tutorial on how to add the correct products and then follow the best SEO practices for those products. So for this tutorial or example, I will be editing the existing added products that was added by someone, and then I will point out the best practices that should be followed when adding a product. So I have the list here, the eight items that should be followed in creating or editing or adding a new product. So first one is rename images according to its product name, product type, then add the word in Calgary. Second, resize the first two images to the correct size, which is 1280 by 960 pixels. Then add the description. With the description, you need to add the anchor text. So anchor text is a link that should be connected to the product collection URL. The fifth is input the necessary details in product organization, or which is seen in the right panel, and then add the important tags also in the right panel. And seventh, edit the meta description and make sure the anchor text is shown there. Max character should be 200, so you need to edit or rename or even rephrase those information so that it will fit in meta description. And the last should be go to the collection page of the product and then rearrange the product you just added to the correct arrangement. Since the new products, when added to the collection, it will be at the last part. So you need to move that either in the top 10 or top 20 depending on the instruction that was given by either Bosche or Alien. So these are the notes, the most important SEO practices, and I will point this out in this tutorial one by one. So I put it here in the list so that I will just send this to everyone, or you can just pause this anytime during the tutorial. Okay, so the first one is rename images. So this is the product that will be used as an example. So when I click on you will notice that the product is already added and it is already live on our website, but I will need to edit and then check on the best practices if it is being followed in this product. So number one is the resizing, I mean the renaming of the images and then resizing the first two images to the correct size. So in this part here, I can see that these products are not correctly uh, renamed, and also the first image is not the correct size. Also the second image is not in the correct name and not in the correct size, and also to follow on the other one. So what I'm going to do is to download all of these pictures and then rename this to the correct format, and also I will resize the first two images. So just to give an idea on why we need to resize the first two images, you will see that it will be shown in the collection Calgary Accent Chairs, which is in here. So let's go to that one and let's see where the product is. I think it's in the last page since this was not resized. Alright, so you can see here in this part, since we cannot see the comparison, I'm just going to move this so that you will see what I'm talking about in terms of the comparison, why it should be renamed. So this is what I mentioned in the last part here, that you need to go to the collection page, because when you add the product, you can see that it is in the last item of the collection. So you need to move this. So just click this box here and then put the position. So I can put example position 10 and then click on move, and then right now it will be in position 10. So this one, okay. So when I go back to the product collection page, so this is the new product, right? So what will happen is you can see that it is not the okay. So there's a possibility that it will be cropped in the part here. So what we can do is, and also you can see that um, the other part of the images are cropped. So I'm going to edit that one to follow the best practices. So I'm going to download this one by one, and then I'm going to rename it and then re-upload it again. Alright, so I finished downloading all the images on that product page. So what happened is the name of that one is not the correct one, or not the correct practice. So we need to rename that according to the format that I gave here, that you put the product name and then product type and then add in Calgary. So this one is, the name is usually in the title together with the product type. So in here the product name is Brooks Faux Leather and then the product type is chair. So we can just rename this to, following the best practice, rename this to Brooks. Just put a dash in between the words instead of the spaces. So Brooks Faux Leather Chair, and then add the word in Calgary. So if we rename it, it will just put the same name and then it will just put numbers to differentiate the different files. So after renaming, we need to, since you want this to be the first two pages, first two photos, so we need to resize this. The size should be 1280 by 960. So open any of your editor, image editor. So in my case, I'm going to use PixLR. So the size is 1280 by 960, and then create. I'm going to import or add the first two images. Then I'm going to resize it according to this size here. So you can see you created a white line, so you need, white space, you need to remove that. So this should be the image now, the correct image. Then just go to that part, and then just replace that. Do it with the same is true with the other image. Alright, so after resizing and then renaming to the correct format, you're going to upload that to the product. So I'm just going to delete these images here since they are not following the best practice for the images. And then I'm going to upload this here with the correct file name and then the correct size for the first two images. So I already added this one. Next part is add a description. So the description is already okay, but there's no anchor text, so we need to do the step 4, which is to add the anchor text in the description. Usually the anchor text would be the product name with the product type and also the word in Calgary. Okay, so adding anchor text on the description. So as I said earlier, anchor text would just be the product name with the product type and also the word in Calgary. So usually the name of the renamed images. So in your description, like here, you can just find the any anchor text that would fit the best practice. So for this one is the Brooks armchair measures Brooks' wrap. So we can add the product, we can add the anchor text in this word here. So the Brooks faux uh, faux leather chair in Calgary measures. So make sure that the when you insert the anchor text, that would be related, or it would sound normal, and not just say like mm, sound normal and sound okay in terms of grammar when you insert it to the description. So this would be the anchor text now. So highlight the anchor text, click insert link, and the link title should be the name of the anchor text. So I'm just going to copy this and then put it in the link title, and then the link to, which should be the product collection. So in here, this is the product collection, the Shop Calgary accent chairs. So I'm going to copy that one, add it in here, insert link. So now you already inserted the anchor text in the description. So we are okay with the number 4 already. Then number 5, input necessary details. So this one is correct. And then also in the pricing, as you will see, if the price and the compare at price are the same, so do not put anything in here. Okay, so the reason why you should not put anything in compare at price if they are the same with the price is because in the collection that we have, it will automatically add to the sale items. You can see here in the collection, this is the auto collection. Since you put a number in compare at price, this product was added in the sale items. So this is misleading because this product is not on sale. So only put compare at price if it is on sale or if the product has a higher price here. Okay, so I just I just delete this and then made it to 0. And then so this is the correct product type. So usually the product type is depends on what this product is about. So since this is an accent chair, so we'll just choose the correct product here. So you can see that there's a lot of chairs in here, so it's better to be able to specify and also choose which of the products already in the product type. So we will just choose accent chairs, and then the vendor Mercana, that's correct. Then make sure that this one product category is not there should be no info in here, so only put product type and Mercana. And then in the tags, so first in the tags should be related. Since this is a chair, so you should not put any tags that is not related to chairs. So since this is not a sofa, you should remove this. And also the reason of that is you can see that the auto collection that we have, or these products here, this collection in here, all of the collection in our tab is created by shop. I created it automatically, and it will format automatically depending on the tags and the title. So that should be following the correct tags. So in here, since you put the tags about the sofas, that's why this product was added to the Canadian custom sofas collection, which is not correct since this is a chair. So what you need to do is in here I'll just delete this since they are not sofas. So wrong. Okay, so what should be the tags that I will be adding? So we will be adding tags that has chairs in it. So occasional chairs, Calgary accent chairs in Calgary. So trending accent chairs. So if we already added it and then it repeats in here, so just move on to the other tags and choose the other tags instead. So this is a leather one, so leather accent chairs. Then also choose the one that has the in Calgary word. So this is what I meant by item number 6, to add important tags relevant to the product to be added. So I'm going to continue. Okay. Arcana accent chairs. Alright. Okay. So I just added these important tags here which relates to this product. So usually you'll just add tags around 10. So 10 to 15 tags will be added. 10 to 15 very important tags, and also relevant tags to be added in the product in the product in this product page. Okay, so the tags is correct now. We do the 7 instruction, just edit the meta description, make sure the anchor text is shown there. So in order to show that, usually I will just copy the first sentence of the product description, since this has the anchor text. So just copy the first product, or if the anchor text is not in the first sentence of the product description, then go to the other sentence that has the product description, or I mean that has the anchor text. So usually meta description means that this is what the people will see when they search on Google, and then this product page will be shown. Then there's a small excerpt here, so that would be what the people and also Google will see. So that's why it's important to edit the meta description. In order to edit it, just go to this one here, search engine listing, which is in the bottom part, and then click on edit. So you can see here in the description, if I click on that, since this was not optimized in the best practice, the meta description is very long, which is you can see it's 923. So we're going to just follow this first sentence here, since this has the faux leather chair in Calgary, which is the anchor text that we have. Then delete the other information. And also we should not put any measurement in here. So chair in Calgary, so since there's no measurement in the meta description, I'm just going to combine the first and the second sentence. It's wrapped in premium. Okay, so you can see that it is 172 now, which is max characters 200, min. We also need to check on the minimum character. So minimum character should be 130. So at least the meta description should be at least 130 characters, but not more than 200. Alright, then after all of that, so we are already correct with 1 to 7 items in this best practice. Save. Okay, so after saving, you go to the main collection page that this product belongs to. So in this part here, this belongs to this part here, the Calgary accent chairs collection, which is seen in this part, chairs, and then under occasional chairs. Alright, so find the product in here. So as I mentioned earlier, since the product will be in the bottom part when you add a new product, so just move that to the correct position of that product in this collection. So for this example, I think we move it to number 10, right? This one. So I'm just going to move it further below, since we arranged this that the first image should be a an isolated image. So since, as you can see, this is not an isolated image, we can just retain that in number 10, but we will reposition this one so that this isolated image will be the first image. So I'm just going to move that number 1. Then it is already saved. After saving, when I refresh this to see if the changes are shown, you can see in number 10 that the Brooks faux leather is now the isolated image is now in the first image. So if I see this in here, alright, so okay, so you can see the Brooks faux leather is already shown here. Alright, so that's it in the correction of the first product that you added. So that is the same way when you add a new product, you always follow this one. Okay, so the same process when adding a new product, and also the same process when editing an existing product and then correcting if there are some best practices that was not followed, and then do that for the existing product. So that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know.